This is my current game collection as of August 29th, 2021. I have been I have been collecting for not too long. It's only been a year. Um, I've had video games for a while, like, as a 7-year-old or 8-year-old, I had like a couple of Wii games, like Red Box New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Mario Party A, Mario Party 9, but I wasn't really much of a collector. I put the discs in the wrong box, like any kid would. Most of them are pretty scratched. I never took good care of them. I always held the disc in the worst possible way, where let's take a game here. I hold it like this now, but I would always like put all of my fingers on the disc itself like this. I don't want to do it because I don't want to do it on this disc because I want to keep it nice and clean. But yeah, I never really, cared about them, but I was always very careless with them. But as of January 22nd of 2020, I started to, actually try to collect them and have fun with them, because that was the day I also bought my Wii U and decided to, get serious, collect things, put them on a shelf, and take good care of them. And a whole year and a half later, this is where I'm at. Of course, when I first started off, I barely had a whole shelf filled, and I'm also a teenager, so, I don't have expendable money I could always, use. I just basically have, we could call a job. I only really started collecting or taking it seriously after COVID hit. I started working. I got a job for my father. I started working for him at a young age. I talk like I'm a 18-year-old or adult right now, but during the pandemic, I started working for my dad. He gave me money, and I used that money just to buy all these games. And I don't really work for him anymore because I have actual school to go to. But in the whole year or so I was working for him, this was what I accomplished, and I'm very proud of it. There are still a lot of systems I want to get, mainly handhelds actually, because frankly the only handheld games I have are 3DS and DS games and like 2 GBA games. And I really want to start getting, GBA games, Game Boy games, PSP and PS Vita games, but as of 1 year, as a stupid teenager who spent his money on video games and not like important stuff, pretty happy with this. Starting off, the Nintendo Switch, my second video game console I've ever owned. Not counting handheld at least. If we're counting handhelds, then third. After the Wii and 3DS. But I didn't buy this one with my own money. I got this in 2018 of May 5th. And I only got it because I kind of begged my dad for it when Smash Bros. Was announced. But now I play Sonic Mania and not just stupid dumb Smash Bros., which I love with all my heart. Well, the first game that starts off this entire line of disappointment is Animal Crossing New Horizons. I got this on launch day of March 19th of 2020, I think. I pre-ordered it at GameStop originally, but the day I was gonna go pick it up at GameStop, my GameStop they didn't really shut down, it more just was closing for COVID reasons. But because of that, I had a $5 pre-order waiting for me that I never used. Instead, I just went to Walmart and got it, and I never got a refund for that pre-order. Of course, I didn't pay for the actual $60 at GameStop. Thankfully, I just paid for the pre-order, and I would have bought it at GameStop on launch day. But regardless, GameStop, why? Next is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, a masterclass of design. I didn't like it at first, but I was a dumb, stupid kid who got this in 2019 who didn't appreciate video games as much as I wanted to and didn't understand game design. But I still don't understand game design, but I have a better idea of it, so yeah. Next is Fire Emblem Three Houses. I have to admit, my sister bought this, and then she moved out after beating it, and I just put it in the collection. I do like it, I just haven't started playing it yet. Katamari Damacy Reroll. I got in a bundle of 4 games from GameStop in 2020 of the summer. I tried it. It may not be my thing, but I will keep trying to play it eventually. Next is Layton's Mystery Journey, Catch Me on the Millionaire's Conspiracy. I love this game. and it is the only lane game I've beat. I have the first lane game and nothing more, but I don't know. I prefer mystery games where the main format is, what is it, multiple cases or chapters. All the lane games are like one giant story. Of course, there's chapters, but like it's just one constant story. Something like multiple cases, there's a bunch of stories, in the game. Next is Luigi's Mansion 3, my second favorite game of all time. I love this game so much. The day I got it, October 31st, I was working on a school project, so I couldn't play it on launch day. But the weekend I did get to play this, it was marvelous. I love this game. There are some very big flaws not big flaws, but there are definite flaws with it I can mention. But for the now, it is, it's amazing, really. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I got Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U after buying this game because I hate myself and money. Next is New Super... Oh, yeah, some of these game cases, I took off the stickers on them, or GameStop or something, and, now they sometimes, all come up at the same time, which is unfortunate, but... GameStop use games. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I only bought this because I bought this before I got my Wii U, and that's really it. I just got it from the Wii U. I like the game a lot. I mean, and this is my second New Super game, so I didn't really feel any fatigue with it at all. It was just another 2D Mario game. Of course, now I can see both the Mario version and the Luigi game have flaws, and, a lot of people don't like them, or, aren't as fond of them as the others because it felt repetitive. There were so many of them. But for a kid who hadn't, been fatigued on the series, I like this entry. It is not my favorite entry in this New Super Mario Bros. Series, but it is still a good entry. Next, I have Paper Mario: The Origami King. I am very mixed on this game. I don't know exactly how do I feel. I like it a lot, but after playing the other Paper Mario games, like, even Super or Thousand Year Door, the first one, just on the N64, I gotta be honest, this one's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I don't like the battle system too much, but I like the story, and, since the battles are more avoidable here, this game is so much more fun. It's just a open adventure game where you just run around as a Paper Mario and do stuff. Next, Pokemon Sword. Yeah, Pokemon Sword. Yeah. It's okay. I like it I like it a lot more than other people on the internet, I've noticed, but it is not as good as the other generations. Oh, and it's not as good as it could be. The Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. I want to get a physical copy of this game because I got it digitally on Switch, but there is a Japanese version of the game for only $30, which I want very, very badly. I love Ace Attorney with all of my heart, so yeah, to get a physical copy of it would be great. I could get a physical copy on PS4 as well, but, I don't know. It honestly doesn't matter. Playing it on PS4 is the same as Switch, except Switch, it's portable. Next is I'm blind. Next is Rayman Legends on Switch. I haven't given it a go yet. I have Rayman Origins, but I will definitely give this a shot one day because a lot of people love this game. It looks really good. 2D platformer. Next is Shantae Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition. When I got this game, I got it for $30 when it was near $50 or $60 for the cartridge alone. And now on eBay, it's near $60, but that doesn't change the fact that I got this for a good price because after I got my Animal Crossing pre-order, they had this lying around for some unknown reason for $30 used, so I just got it. It even came with its little booklet manual thing, which I adore. It's just really charming. But yeah, it's really nice to have a physical copy of this game. I did buy it on Wii U and beat it on said Wii U, but I just wanted to play it on Switch since newer hardware, and that's about it. Next is Sonic Mania. I love Sonic Mania. I've wanted to get the Sonic Genesis collection on the PS4 or Switch or anything, but at the moment, Sonic Mania, masterclass of design, mostly. I mean, I was always a fan of classic 2D Sonic, but I was never like a big 2D Sonic guy, but this game was just excellent. So much fun. Of course, though, a lot of this game relies on nostalgia, you know, for some of its charm, which I don't have. I just saw them as new levels I've never played before. But as new levels I've never played before, Lava Reef Zone is okay, and others are a lot better. Splatoon 2. I got this in Christmas of 2018. It was my first introduction to Splatoon since I didn't have a Wii U at the time. It's very good. I haven't played it in like 8 months, but that doesn't change the fact that I like Splatoon 2 a lot, despite a lot of its issues. And there are a lot of issues with it. Some of which don't even come from the game, like, you know, Nintendo Switch not offering cloud support for it. Like, jeez. Alright, next. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I bought this because I just wanted to play it. Looking back, I don't regret buying it, except, you know, this spine difference is pissing me off. But, it is a very good game. It's just, I just really wish I didn't get the Switch version. I would literally sell this for a PS4 copy instead, or an Xbox One copy, or even just get the original GameCube version instead, because that actually looks, I'm not going to say it's better, but it just looks more organic and fun to me than this, you know, remake, I don't know which, but regardless, it is still a very quality remake, I don't know. Next is Super Bomberman R on the Switch. I got this on PS4 originally for, what was it, $8 digitally? $8 digitally, but I found a physical copy at Best Buy, and I would never have bought this at Best Buy, but they fixed the stupid spine, because originally, some people may know that, you know, the spine was in the middle and was very colored. It was colored, different text, it was, you know, it was this logo on the spine. So that's why I didn't bother buying it physically, but then this physical, you know, version came out, so I just got it on Switch instead, because it feels much more organic on Switch. I haven't opened it yet, but I played it at a friend's house, so I think it's more organic. Super Mario Odyssey. I adore this game as well. I prefer Sunshine to it. I prefer Sunshine than this game, but this game is still a masterpiece. I don't have a lot to say on it though, because I haven't played it in so long. Next, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This game is amazing. My favorite Smash Bros. Game, and I've played all of them except for the N64 game. I love Smash Ultimate because I mean, there's so many fighters. The DLC fighters are pretty good. I like them. I recognize most of them at least. And also, the single player could improve, same with the online. But regardless, I love it a lot. And next, Sushi Striker. I tried one level of this and I gave up because I was bored. I will give it a second chance because I think I was a bit unfair because I got this on the same day as Paper Mario, so I was much more invested in playing the new Paper Mario, but this was still pretty alright. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I love Ace Attorney, you know, with the trilogy and everything. And I love The Great Ace Attorney too. I'd prefer, you know, the main lines, but this, The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, the series of Great Ace Attorney, is really good. Of course, the cases are very different, and the bad guys are mostly very obvious. Doesn't change the fact that I love this game. Next, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This game is, I can't put it into words. It is awesome. It's not my favorite game of all time. I have some different flaws with it. Like, I really wish I could have multiple, you know, save files. Like, I mean, you can have multiple save files. I mean, like, different, basically, I wanted to replay this game, but I have to delete my first playthrough to do that, and I don't like it. It's unlike Wind Waker, you could do a second playthrough without deleting your first playthrough. Here, you can't do that, which makes me sad. But regardless, it was a blast replaying anyway. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. This is actually, I mean, yeah, of course, this is Link's Awakening, but this is a printed box art, because, let me just, hold on. Put the phone down so I can show it. My real box art. When I ordered this on Amazon, it's a European Peggy, so, you know, the spine's in the middle. And, of course, it is near the very end, but it still bugs me, so I just printed out an American one. Other than that, really good game, and I stopped at the third instrument, and I haven't played it in 2 years. I will finish it though, and I'll also put it back after this video. And finally, my Switch collection, for physical at least, is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Definitive might be pushing it with the 3DS version having more features and stuff. This is just the more like, I would call this more like Xenoblade Chronicles HD, except they did do a lot. They did add a lot more, like a whole story thing I don't remember about, like Shape the Future. I don't know what it's called, but yeah. But still, 3DS version had a lot more stuff. And of course, there's a lot of, I have more games digitally because, you know, I call myself a game collector, yet as a kid, or as a 2019 me, I didn't think about collecting games. I just thought more about playing them like a kid would. So, of course, I bought a lot of digital games. Some games were only digital, some aren't only digital, and I regret buying them digitally. But regardless, I still bought them, so I'll show them off in this video too. There's Smash Ultimate, all going by playtime, by the way. Super Mario Maker 2. I'm not much of the lover builder guy. I'm just really obsessed with the online. Of course, it's terrible a lot of the time, but when it isn't, when it's tolerable, it is so much fun. And sometimes I prefer playing the game when it's like a little laggy, so the other players will just mess up. And for some reason, I find it satisfying when it's like super duper laggy, then one person leaves and it's all fake, because it's kind of funny to me. Other than that though, great game. Online could be a lot better. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. It's a remake of Gen 1. I've played Fire Red, and I gotta say, it's, you know, not as easy. You know, Fire Red's not as easy, and EXP share being forced on you is annoying, but, you know, this is not really meant to be a hardcore Pokemon remake. It's more of like a, you know, casual for people who fell out of the series, I think, or people who, you know, like Pokemon Go with its catching system being whack and luck-based. This is the only Pokemon game where I completed the Pokedex, and that is embarrassing, but whatever. Next is Super Mario Party. I mean, when I first played this Mario Party, I thought it was the best Mario Party because I hadn't played any of the GameCube ones. All I played was Mario Party 8, 9, 10, and DS. Looking back at it now, it is certainly not the best Mario Party. Not by a long shot. I'd say DS and 8 are better than it. Regardless, it is still a good Mario Party that it does not have the damn cars. This is my digital copy of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy that I will get a physical copy of very soon, but for now digitally. Rocket League. Funny story. I bought Rocket League for $20 back in 2019. I loved it a lot. I played it for like 30 hours, no, not 30, like for 30 hours and stopped. And then the game became free for everybody, which honestly, it makes sense thinking about it now, but looking back then, I never would have predicted they would make this game free at all. Like, it feels so weird to think that it's free now, because I paid $20 for it, and now I don't get my money back or anything. I just wasted 20 bucks, and I'm mad, but at the same time, it being free is awesome, because, you know, I could play it on better hardware that's not the Nintendo Switch, because this thing's not powerful, and the online is weird. Cuphead. I bought Cuphead when it first came out on the Switch. I didn't own an Xbox One at the time, so the only way I could play Cuphead was on the Switch, but I did play Cuphead on my friend's Xbox One, and I adored it so deeply, so playing it on my own on the Switch was magical. Overcooked. I loved Overcooked. I mean, I never played the solo, because the solo was kind of bad, or weird, but I beat the entire game with my family, with my sisters and cousins, really, and it was a joy to complete. We tried to get all 3 stars in every level, and I think we did for most of them, but not all of them, but it was just so much fun anyway, and hectic. Jackbox Party Pack 3, the only reason I got it on Switch was because the online isn't bad the online is just online on Switch. It has its own servers, so you don't need Switch Online for it, and frankly, it's just Jackbox Party. I could have gone on my laptop instead, but my laptop's pretty janky, and I'd rather get on a portable system than like my PS4 so that I can bring Jackbox anywhere I bring my Switch, which is really convenient. Next, NES Entertainment Online. I don't really play a lot of NES games, and when I do, most NES games I'd want to play are on my NES Classic. Same with the SNES app on the Switch, but that doesn't stop me from having these anyway because I have Switch Online and it's free. So, whoopsie. Next is Just Dance 2019. I'm not the biggest Just Dance person, but this was a fairly quality Just Dance. I don't own Just Dance 20 or 2020 or 2021, but still, Just Dance 2019, it had BTS and K-pop songs. Hooray! We all love that, right? No. Next is Octo. I love Octodad. I mean, it was just a fun, quirky little octopus you're a dad game. Of course, you know, don't think too hard about the premise because dad and octopus and woman have children, so don't think too hard on the premise. But regardless, it is just a lot of fun to squirm around as an octopus, single player or multiplayer. Super Kirby Clash, this, if I'm not wrong, is like a re-release from the 3DS version, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good, I guess, for a free Kirby Clash game. If you're just looking for Kirby Clash on Switch, here it is. It's not really much to write home about, but it's Kirby Clash. Castle Crusher Remastered, a remastered version of an Xbox 360 game. I love this game. I beat it online with my friends before I beat it solo. It's not the most fun thing solo, but with friends, it is a joy to play and complete. We were trying to beat it a second time now, too, for the hell of it, because why not? Tetris 99. I love Tetris with every ounce of my being. And Tetris 99 is no different. I love it. It's so much fun. I don't play it too often because I don't really play a lot of puzzle games to begin with, but it is very good. And I enjoy it. It is a Battle Royale Tetris. How could you not like it? Goat Simulator. This game is really... It's like Octodad, except there's no story. You just, you know, ragdoll as a goat. I bought it on Switch in the year 2019 before it had any better hardware to play it on. And I really want to buy it on a different hardware, but because the Switch version is the worst version because it runs really badly in handheld and even TV mode. And it only has one player. You can't use two players on Switch. Or I think you can use two on Switch, but on Xbox or something, you can use four. Thankfully, I got Xbox Game Pass. But it's on Xbox Game Pass, so at least I can play it that way. But Xbox Game Pass doesn't last forever for me. Unless it's $1. Shantae and the Seven Sirens. If I knew there would be physical copies just, you know, laying around at Best Buy for only $35, I would have just waited the whole year or two to play this game because I bought it launch day and I haven't played it since. It wasn't bad by any means. I just lost interest kind of fast to the point where, honestly, I would have just been okay with not buying it until I knew the physical copies would be available because I thought the physical copies at the time were only available on limited run games, which I don't use because I don't have a credit card. I just get money with cash from my dad. But like this game it's just not as good as Half Heroes for me, and frankly, I will beat it because it is still very high quality and more Shantae, but it isn't. Raylo Scoot. This game sucks single player, but I got it for I think $1 or $2 because it was on a mega sale, so it was only $2. So how could I not buy it? It is so much fun to goof off in this game and just not take it seriously at all. Taiko no Tatsujin, drum and fun. It's just a fun rhythm game. I love Taiko no Tatsujin. It's just so much fun with taiko drums. Of course, I think of Ace Attorney every time, and the Steel Samurai every time I think of Taiko no Tatsujin, but regardless, it's a lot of fun. Overcooked 2. My family hasn't gone to this yet because we all have lives to live, so we don't always have time to get together. But when we do play Overcooked 2, it is just as much of a hectic mess as the first, and it is a lot of fun. Kid Trip. I bought this for like 99 cents, and frankly, it was very enjoyable for like a 3-hour game. I mean, it's probably, I think it's a mobile game. I'm not entirely sure. Could have been something else, but I think it's like a mobile game come to Switch. But it was just a very addictive and really short 2D platformer. Knockout City. It's good, but like, it is a lot better than I thought it would be, but honestly, it's really hard to find the motivation to play again if you don't play it for a while. Jackbox Party Pack 1. I like the first one. Of course, the games here are the most original, I think. There's no sequels of any kind. But, you know, the games aren't as fun, in my opinion, as 3 or 4's. Undertale. Honestly, the physical copies aren't too expensive, but I got Undertale for like $15 on sale on GameStop on Christmas Day, so yeah, I'm not ashamed of getting digitally. Jackbox Party 4, I love Fibbage 3, and Survive the Internet, and that's it. Florence was, in fact, a mobile game brought to Switch. I liked Florence. It definitely feels more like a mobile game, but playing it with touchscreen and stuff, it's cool. I haven't tried playing it on the TV yet because I'm scared to do that because it's a mobile game, but regardless, on Switch and handheld is a lot of fun, and I beat it in an hour. I already said my thoughts on SNES. This is the demo for Miitopia, not because I got it on 3DS, but because I don't think I'm a Miitopia kind of guy. It looks really not for me-ish, because it's Miitopia. I'm not saying I dislike Miitopia or the idea of it, it just doesn't look like it'd be my kind of thing. I love RPGs, but yeah. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I was one of the lucky people who was, back in, I don't remember when exactly, I think it was 2021, this year, but Captain Toad Treasure, there was a glitch on Walmart's Walmart sites where if you bought the the Captain Toad special episode for $5.99, you would get the entirety of the game digitally along with the special episode. So I basically bought Captain Toad Treasure Tracker for $5 because Walmart made a big mistake. Of course, I wasn't there for when Yoshi's Crafted World was selling for $1 on Target because I didn't know about that at the time. But yeah, I got Treasure Tracker for $5, and I'm not ashamed. Drawful 2. I just wanted Drawful because I didn't want to buy Jackbox Party Pack 2 for just Drawful. Downwell. I got this because I had a couple extra cents in my Switch account, but it was just a very fun game. Of course, I haven't played it in a while, but I might replay it soon. Pac-Man 99. It's like Tetris 99, except I'm more of a Tetris guy, so I haven't played this as much. And also because I ran out of Switch Online like 3 months ago, but hooray, it's fun. Rayman Legends, Miles and Kilo. Miles and Kilo. It's like Kid Trip, except it's a bit more interactive, but it's not really as much my thing as Kid Trip. I bought Pan because I wanted it for a while, but I have not played it yet, so I have no opinions on it. And I used to have Yoshi's Crafted World physically, but I sold it because I didn't like the game. Of course, I sold it in May of 2019 because I'm gonna switch back. I sold it in May of 2019 because I wasn't as, into the idea of, collecting games, but now thinking about it, I wish I didn't sell it, but whatever. But anyways, that was the entirety of my Nintendo Switch collection and my giant game collection. Partway through this video, before I even made this video of me talking for around 30 minutes, I was thinking I was just going to do everything in one go, but seeing as how talking about all of my Switch games took 30 minutes alone, I think I should split this into parts. I think the next part will be the PS4/PS5, then Xbox One, then Wii U, then Wii, PS3. It'll just be going on. For now, this is officially going to be part 1 of my game collection as of August 29th of 2021. Of course, the other entries might be August 30th or 31st or something, because frankly, I'm not going to do all of them in one day since it's near 10. But anyways, this was just a lot of fun to do, and it's just me cataloging my entire experiences of my Nintendo Switch collection. Anyway, thank you for watching.